You're listening to Nocturnal Frequency Radio, hosted by Steve Jenny and his satanic assistant, Alex Houdini, both of whom can't go into churches without vomiting.
Good evening. How you doing? How's it going, Alex?
Pleasant dreams. I'm doing good. How are you?
Not bad, not bad. It's the fall, man. I don't know. Are you into it? Is it fully ingested yet, or what? Like,
No, this weather's fucking me up.
It's fucking you up. What do you mean it's fucking you up? What?
It's too hot.
Huh?
It's too hot.
It's too hot. It's chilly now.
Now, yes. During the day, it isn't.
No, but you know what? Before that, it was really nice. It was really nice. You really started to get that feeling of fall, autumn.
Yeah, I mean, it's starting to look like it because all the trees are starting to change color, right? So.
Oh, you should see the woodlot, dude.
I can imagine.
It is like primo now. It is like, it's prime. It's prime. Perfect. We just have to have like a fall-like day.
Yeah.
Evening. And
still on for the 24th, right?
No, the 25th.
Yeah, sorry. The Saturday, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 25th, dude. Yeah, so I'm probably going to go in and scout it out sometime this week. Surveyors have been on it, so I haven't been able to get in there.
Right.
So
yeah, if you go during the week, it's going to be hard.
What do you mean?
Well, that's when they do most of the work. They're not going to do work in the
weekend.
Well,
yeah, that's what I mean. So, but I mean, they don't go in there early though. So I could go in there early. Hey, Neil, how are you? Good to see you. And let's, say hi to people in the chat there. Cree Storm, Michael, how are you? Helena, how are you? Huntingly, Beautiful Adventures, Dragon, how you doing? Neil, of course. Friday House James will be with us in a few minutes. He'll be here. We're going to have dark discussions. A couple of the people who were scheduled to be on the panel tonight, unfortunately, aren't able to make it, which kind of sucks, but the show must go on. Yeah, so you're going to have to like mind me tonight, man. I'm like preoccupied with the game. And you're watching it.
That's why you see my head turned to the left, or is it the left on the show? It might look the other way, but anyway, yeah, I'm watching the game.
So you have to keep.
Clement just got a triple, by the way.
Nice. Any out?
Yeah, 2 out.
Come on, they got to do something. They keep doing this. Filling up the bases and leaving them on base. Come on, the hell. Anyways. Yeah, so tonight's our first dark discussions, and it's completely open. Obviously, it's raw, in your face sort of talk discussions on the paranormal, and unfiltered, and usually just you let it go. You have a starting point, and you just let it go nuts. I mean, let it go in whatever direction it's going to go, and you know what? No matter what, you're going to piss people off. Did we score?
Home run.
Who?
Barger.
Yeah. You're going to piss people off. And you know what? That's what we're all about. We love pissing people off. That's why we do these, man. I mean, it is so easy to do something, say you're a paranormal investigator or you ghost hunt or however you want to look at it. And you haven't got the fucking slightest clue on what you're really doing. You really don't. You really don't. And we see it all too often. All too often. I mean, I've always said it's not about looking for ghosts. It's about looking to explain the explainable. And then you're always going to have that little pinch here and there of something that defies logic. And that's the nugget. That's what you really, 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 really want to center on and try to explain as much as possible within our means. And trust me, our means are pretty archaic still.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just read the chat. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, that we're going to start in a few minutes here. Like I said, James will be with us. Possibly, let me see. Our good friend Justin Valrio might be with us as well. I don't know yet. He might be joining us. He's going to let me know. It was last minute with him, because, like I said, we were looking to cover those two guests that weren't able to make it. Unfortunately, it's always hard. We should having a plan B is not always the best thing. It's something you normally should do, but unfortunately, it doesn't always work out either. So, but anyways,
It is what it is. Sometimes things just go awry.
personally, I think no one can say if someone investigates right or wrong when we have no clue. No, I agree, but I don't. I mean, if you technically have been trained or you've have had an investigative background, then you know what to look for in terms of clues, evidence, and so on and so on, and just sort of implement it in sort of what science has told us or what science hasn't been able to tell us about the paranormal, if you will, the unknown. But I mean, I think if you do have an investigative background, you have a little bit of a leap in understanding on what you're doing than a lot of people who just jump into this and haven't got a clue about investigation techniques at all.
It definitely helps.
It's so true. So I mean, yes, we don't know. We don't know. I mean, we haven't got a clue. But that doesn't mean we don't have a clue on how to investigate, period. So, I mean, again, a lot of the tools that are employed, that a lot of these people employ, aren't even made to look for ghosts. They're made to explain the environment. And people get mixed up. Oh, well, I'm going to bring, an EMF meter, my ghost detector. It's not a ghost detector. Yeah. So, yeah, investigating or hunting, they're different. Absolutely. They're very different. Hunting is sort of a thrill-seeking sort of avenue, if you will. People, just going out and seeing if they can find anything. And when they do find anything, they don't care to explain what they find other than, hey, look, I've got a ghost. I've got a ghost, So anyways, let me, hold on a sec here. I'm going to spread this and then give this to Friday. There you go, sir. Sir, you can pop in whenever you want. There's the link in your Discord. But I mean, so what are your thoughts about that, Alex?
I'm in the same mindset. Really, it's when I got into it, I had no idea how to investigate. I was doing it blindly, but I picked up methods over the year. I'm not by any stretch. I'm not considering myself an investigator by any stretch of the imagination. Not, how can I put this? Not like a private eye, an actual investigator, not a paranormal investigator, right? Mm-hmm. But I know a little more now, obviously, than I did before. The problem now that I see from the time when I started to the time that we have now is, for me to do what I wanted to do, I had to read books on the paranormal from people who have done it before. Mm-hmm. That's not happening now. And in those books, you'll have techniques. You try them, see if they work, tweak them, maybe read other books to have different techniques. Now they're just going based on what's popular, right? And what's popular may not be what's right.
So I'm just sorry. I'm just reading that chat there. Sorry. So believe in equipment. Some don't. Some like. Again, like Cree mentions the Estes method. I just, you know, I don't know. I'm not a big proponent of it. I just don't, you know, I don't think it holds a lot of water.
It is an intriguing method nonetheless.
It is. Yeah. And I mean, to me, the facts are still yet to, I think, kind of come out. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I look at stuff, and again, I look at how these methods are kind of created, if you will, and the environments that they're created in, and the people behind creating them. Hello, sir. Well, where did he go? He disappeared. He was there 2 seconds ago. There he is.
Sorry.
That's okay. How you doing? How you doing?
Good. How you guys doing?
Good.
Not too bad.
Good.
Good.
Let me just get this. Hold on a sec. All right, there we go. Perfect. So what's new? What's new and exciting?
It's not as hot as it was. As y'all were saying before, yeah, it's gotten a lot cooler out now.
Yeah, it's fairly cool here now. We just had a little bit of rain and everything else, so it's cooled it right down. It was pretty mild. Yesterday was really mild. It was like a summer like a really hot summer day. But
Yeah, it was like 21.
was it? Oh, I thought it was hotter than that.
Well, it may have gone a bit hotter, but it's 21 anyway, which is roughly around 69.8 Fahrenheit.
Yeah. Well,
Fucking
what's that
disgusting.
right now?
No, that was yesterday.
Oh, yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, with the humidity, it got pretty warm. Pretty damn warm.
Yeah, it was around 80.
It's even
Yeah, I
warmer.
think it was around 80 here yesterday. But we also had a little bit of a storm in the morning, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
So that's like ball sweat temperature.
Yeah, here. But
That's
I mean,
the cool for here.
I was gonna say down there when where you're in in your part of the world there, it gets pretty warm. It does, but it does cool down though.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, Neil. Hey, Cree.
Yeah. So, okay. So what are your thoughts about the whole investigative sort of aspect of paranormal investigation?
Mainstream. It's very flawed mainstream because you have, like I said earlier, you have investigating and you have hunting, and a lot of the. Hold on, I'm trying to formulate my thoughts. A lot of the mainstream is they overlap way too much. Investigating, you're trying to find out if something was paranormal or not. And hunting, you're trying to make contact with something that may or may not be there. But people will go in and say, oh, yeah, I'm a paranormal investigator, but they're using ghost hunting tools and tactics. So it's...
I always view when people say ghost hunting or hunting, I just view it as like a thrill seeking sort of.
It kind of is. It kind of is, and I'm not gonna lie. I mean, if I was to go out on a ghost hunt, I'd have a good time doing it, knowing damn well that I'm probably just picking up a magnetic storm or something on the EMF meter. It's just getting out of the house. But it's TV has kind of ruined it. They take the whole thing and they make a show out of it, and a lot of people want to get into it because hey, it looks cool. So
yep. And the one thing, and Steve and I have talked about this before in the past as well, that's really bothersome about the TV shows is that recently, anyway, everywhere they go, there's a flippin' demon in the house. Or at least it seems that way anyway. You know what I mean?
Flippin' demon. Goddamn demon.
Have you looked up the trending words on Google, the analytics and stuff on that?
No, not lately.
Yeah, I've looked up some of the words. I was just curious. And you have like spirits and ghosts, and one gets more views than the other. And you look up demon, and it's up here, like far and above everything else. You look up EMF, no, it's down here with ghosts and spirit. And yeah, if you ever get bored, just go on the Google Analytics and look at the search words, and it's demons way up here. It's just some of the buzzwords that you constantly hear. That's where they're at, and that's why they do that, because the word's up there. But by them doing that in these big channels, they keep the word up there, so it's cyclical. Supporting itself. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's funny.
It's and you know what? The only way that's gonna disappear is when people get bored of the word and find something else that it piques their curiosity, right?
The Conjuring House.
Yeah. So unfortunately, that's the reality of it, and I try to steer away from the TV shows when it comes to just because it's like Steve and I, and I'm sure yourself have done it. I've gone on investigation for a long time now, and I know you're not going to catch something every single fucking time you go.
No.
It's more the opposite. You're going to go and you're going to probably just shoot the shit with your friends, get spooked over nothing, and go home and maybe have a good laugh and then go home. Right? I remember one time we were at this abandoned psych hospital and we were walking around. Nothing was happening. Someone farted and we just started fucking laughing our heads off. We're like, look, we caught a fucking, a ghost that had too much Taco Bell.
Too much Taco Bell. I do remember. I remember that one time. I remember one time going into an investigation and having Taco Bell beforehand, and that was the worst thing.
That's a bad mistake, man.
It was definitely one of the worst EVP sessions I'd ever been a part of. I'm gonna tell you that.
The worst is gonna be if someone were to do that off camera, kind of, so to speak, right? But people who are there, they don't realize it's you, and they actually think that they've heard a ghost. That'd be hilarious.
Oh, absolutely. It's hilarious. But yeah, the whole demon thing is let's look at We were doing a series on here, the Great Demon Debate.
Now,
what?
He's thinking of demon hemorrhoids. It's progressed.
the Great Demon Debate that we had, right? The multi-series thing on demons, and it's just like when you look at the structure, the religious components behind it, And it's a whole different debate. I mean, you can just talk about demons all night long if you wanted to.
Well, the main problem is, I mean, they're calling something a demon when they can't see anything. They have no clue what's there. They don't know. They really don't even know if it's good or bad. I mean, if you got spirits out there, you can assume that you're going to have good and bad spirits. But is it a demon? No, you don't know. And your little cat balls that you throw around on the floor is not going to tell you that.
The cat balls.
That is my pet peeve, is cat balls. I mean, why? Who thought that was a good idea?
Well, you look at a lot of things that have been brought into, the investigative or whatever, however you want to look at the, paranormal investigation, and you sit there and go, well, yeah, I mean, I'll admit it. I've employed a lot of, unique tools that, for the hell of it, it was just for experimentation.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the colostomy bag didn't work.
No, but I mean I mean, you look at like something like the Etch-a-Sketch. You know,
I'd trust it before a cat ball.
well, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. To me, that seems like a more like, sensible, tool to experiment with. Giving
a magic 8-ball.
A magic 8-ball, yeah.
Oh, I remember those. Those are fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, you're talking about the toy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should bring in. We should bring in one of those, like a miniature version of the Zoltars. See if it makes those Zoltar things. Those.
Oh yeah.
It gives you the ticket.
Fortune teller.
Fortune teller, dude.
Yeah. Because the robotic fortune teller.
Yeah, those things are creepy in itself, man. I mean,
They are.
you gotta remember Tom Hanks and Big.
Oh yeah, classic movie.
Yeah, right. I mean, things that people have employed and brought into investigations to experiment with. I mean, you look at our good friend Michael Esposito and all the things that he's recorded audio with, and it's just amazing. Some of the things that he's like, he's just used everything from like a record player to like, you name it. The guy's used it, and with some success. Like, and it's kind of weird. And the thing is, it's because a lot of these instruments that he's using are probably hitting a certain frequency that's able to tap into maybe that particular zone that we can't physically or whatever understand because unless we have a tool to patch into it. Infrasound, I think. Like I said, infrasound. The James, I think James froze on us.
Yeah. This video.
Can you still hear me?
I can
you can still hear you.
Yeah,
we got you. We got you in a pensive mode there, so it looks like it's pretty good.
It's this what is it? Michelangelo stance.
Yeah. What is it? Thinking Man or something like that? I can't remember the name of that statue.
There we go. I got that up there. My camera's off.
With using new tools or new toys rather, I don't have a problem necessarily. I mean, obviously, cat balls is going a little bit extreme, but we're never going to get anywhere if we stay with what we have. And if we want to try to advance the research, since we're not going to be getting much help from anybody else, we got to try to do it with our whatever means we have. The problem is that people take things a little bit too crazy. Cat balls being one of them.
When I first started, there were no fucking cat balls. There was chalk,
yeah,
string, notebook, pencil,
baby powder.
Baby powder.
Before there was electronics.
There was electronics. We used digital high 8. Tapes.
Well, back in the Victorian era, their idea of doing it was having a seance.
Yeah.
Right.
Parlor tricks.
I think we should try doing that again. Let's do it again.
Let's have a live seance?
Yeah, we should have a live seance.
What should we have it? Should we have it when we're filming the last episode of the Woodlot?
It's only gonna be the three of us. It's not gonna be much of a seance.
Well, no, we've got another.
Unless I got like fucking filmy white stuff coming out my mouth all the time. So don't say anything.
We've got a camera guy.
Nothing else.
We got a camera guy, so it's not just the three of us now.
Oh, do we? Who's coming?
Chris.
Nice.
Yeah, so we got our camera guy. So
good. So none of us have to.
No, we don't have to do Blair Witch stuff.
Yeah, Michael actually has a point there. He goes, "Wait, Alex is going to be there. Nothing will happen." Exactly. That's my point.
Well, yeah. I mean, you've been there and stuff has happened.
Yeah, that was you passing gas. That wasn't paranormal.
No. You've been there and stuff has happened.
Some stuff has happened, but we don't know what it is.
No, well, obviously we don't know what a lot of it is.
No, I know.
Right?
But there's stuff there's stuff that happens that you can that really makes you scratch your head and say, okay, we can't we can't find a legitimate reason for this to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's stuff that happens that you can. The problem with the woodlot is that it's located very near a residential neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
and in between a couple of really major streets.
Yeah.
So a lot of the noises, especially when you're at nighttime and a lot of the city noises like really dulled down, a lot of noise carries.
Yeah.
It could have been. This is the problem I have with doing investigations in a city per se, even though it was a woodlot.
Mm-hmm.
Noise carries. You cannot say definitively that this is something paranormal. Because it could have very well been someone in his fucking garage banging something in his backyard or in the garage, and it carried all the way to the woodlot. Right?
Yeah,
You don't know that.
That you have audio, you want the most controlled environment that you can
absolutely.
get. Yeah. And when you can't control the environment, then
I mean, wishful thinking. I hope it was. Right? Obviously. But I can't definitively say that it was. Or with confidence, let's say. Right, that's the problem. Right, nevertheless, it's a fun time. You know, I enjoy going to the woodlot. It's great, except when we run into the coyotes. Aside from that, it's good.
I still have not been able. Like I can't find. I don't know where it's gone to, but the footage of us running into that one coyote.
Oh yeah.
I don't know where it's gone to. I have it somewhere. I don't know where.
That was fun. Didn't you make like a blooper reel out of that?
No, not that footage. And the audio, and the footage. I mean, we had both. We had the camera and the.
Right.
I think we had the camera and the. Yeah,
it was pretty. It was pretty cool. Wow, cool and freaky at the same time when you hear the coyote growl, and like I think we're getting too close to its den.
Well, it was crying in the distance, and then it's like, okay, this thing is getting closer.
Yep.
And then it's like, okay, he's getting really close. Okay, maybe we need to move. We need to get out of here. You never know.
Yes, they are.
They are.
People,
Yeah,
but unless they have a litter.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? You don't want to get close to the litter. You don't want to get close to their den. It's a different ball game then, right?
Like any animal. Even cats, you get too close to their litter, they'll freaking scratch your eyes out.
Julie has a story about coyotes. We'd love to hear it.
Come on in. I'm enjoying the chat. Or like video, actually.
the video. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, there's always going to be that. There's always going to be that long-standing debate between, paranormal investigating, proper paranormal investigation and, ghost hunting, right? I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like it when somebody calls them a ghost hunter.
Right.
Right? So.
It all depends on what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. So, I mean, that is always, the stigma is always going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
It's always going to be there with that. And for the most part, I mean, people will say, why science wouldn't even take half the stuff that they see seriously, because they don't. Why? There's nothing meaningful with a lot of what people, honestly, I'll be honest. With a lot of what people are finding, it's not groundbreaking. It's not groundbreaking. It isn't. As much as you like to think it is, it's not. We lost Friday.
Oh no.
It's not groundbreaking. It's not you're not notching another hole in the belt and getting us closer to, understanding what the paranormal is all about.
Yeah.
Where we continuously go to these dark places and, sit in the dark and collect audio and visuals and so on and so on. I mean, are we really? Are we really, getting to that point where we're getting where we're getting closer? I don't know.
Come back on Friday if you hear this. If you're hearing this.
Well, he's got the link. I sent Justin the link, so hopefully he's able to pop up.
Is he online, Justin?
I don't know. Hold on, let's see. It seems to, yeah. But we'll see. I mean, he said he's going to see. He didn't say for sure, like definitely, but we'll see, right? We'll see. So what, when, going back, okay, let's see. I was playing with my Magic 8 Ball, yeah. So what, we've discussed, I don't know, so many times, demons, and I don't want to get into demons because, I mean, it's been done to death.
Yeah.
It's completely been done to death. I mean, there are people who swear by demons, and then there's others that, there's honestly no such thing. You'll have bishops. We've had several bishops on the show that will tell you, demonic activity is rare. Is it's rare, or is it non-existent? Tell me. I mean, what do you think?
Personally,
personally,
I don't know 100% what to think, but
no, I don't think anyone does. But
my current stance is that I don't believe in the biblical demons or other religious texts or other religious beliefs of what demons are.
Yeah.
My belief personally is there's, like anything else in the world, there's good and evil.
Yep.
There are evil people, there are good people. And if we do live in a world where we coexist with spirits, whether that be, the dearly departed or not, I think the rule still applies where you have good spirits and bad spirits.
Yeah.
The word demon is just so... A, it's been so overused, like we discussed earlier. And B, it's like you're basing it on a belief that to me, it's just a belief. You either believe it or you don't. And if you do, then obviously for you, it's demonic. I'm not a religious person. So for me to say that demons exist in the biblical sense or in any sort of religious sense, I don't buy it. I just believe it's like anything else. There's good people, bad people. There's good spirits, bad spirits. That's basically what it boils down to.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Hey, Admit, how are you? Good to see you. It's been a while. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I mean, when I think, like you, Alex, I think, demonic sort of, the best description to me is human. Humans are probably the most evil and vile creatures out there. I think
hands down.
Hands down. I mean, you when you see what they're capable of doing and what they have done to other people, it's just like,
and continue to do other people.
And continue to do it, and you sit there and go, "Wow, how is this not demonic? How is this not pure right evil? This is, to me, this is what demonic is."
Yes, and I'll add to that. This caveat: for a species who claims to have a higher intelligence than other species, the fact that we are part of a species that has a group within it that takes joy in suffering of other people and inflicting suffering, pain, torment, whatever you want to call it. That to me is what I would agree with you in saying that we are the ones that are demonic.
Yeah. And it happens every day.
Right.
I'm just
exactly.
reading what Cree Storm wrote. Yeah, no, I'm aware of that. The one thing that I've done over the years is just I've read so much literature on demons, the origins, and the history of them, and so on and so on, and we all know what organized religion, in this case, Catholicism and Christianity have demonized demons.
Demonized demons. Good
We know that. We know that. I mean, it's a control mechanism. We know that. It's a control mechanism. It's to keep you in check. We know that. And we know that because if you're fucking crazy, if you're like literally crazy, they'll say you're demonic. You are demonic. And we'll have to fucking lobotomize you. I just honestly, it's when we've had Alex. I don't know how many people guests on the show that will swear by. We had what was his name? Blood Monarch. What was his name? Blood Monarch.
Blood Monarch, I think it was.
Yeah. And his story alone about demonic possession and so on and so on. And you go, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did I think it's up there. I think it's in the archives. I think I did put it up there. Yeah, check. I'm not sure. If it's not, I'll have to put it up. But
yeah.
Shit like that. It's stuff like that. You sit there and go, what? Come on, seriously? Honestly. I mean, this would make for a good horror flick.
Plain
and simple. Well, yeah. When he wrote the book?
I'm going to have to re-listen to that interview because I barely remember what he said.
There's always a book.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's always a book. Read my book. Oh yeah, in my book. Oh, check my book out. My book here. Yeah. No. Yeah. I think we stayed away from a lot of those people. Especially, I think, what's his name? Richard Palmisano.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
That 70s porn star.
The 70s porn star. Yeah.
No, he was just you want. If I'm going to recommend some good books, I would definitely recommend Richard's books. Honestly. Okay, here we go. A more history lesson from Julie on demons. Exactly. It is a generalization of the word is a generalization, and again, like a lot of things. Christianity or Catholicism, brought it into an organized state and utilized it in a different manner, And again, control. I mean, how do we control people? We got to make sure, hell. Okay, you don't want to go to hell because there's demons. There's demons. There's Satan. There's Lucifer, and the devil. And there's demons. And these demons will come for you if you're bad. It's kind of like, during Christmas, if you're bad, you're going to get a lump of coal. And what is it, Germany? You've got Krampus. If you're bad, Santa's not going to show up. It's Krampus. I mean, there's all sorts of variations.
Krampus is a friend of mine.
Yeah. Easter, Easter, you lose a tooth. You put the tooth under your pillow and you get money.
FYI, that is not in the vaults.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Okay, I thought it was. So I'll have to upload it and put it into the vaults, and it's a very intriguing show.
Yeah,
it sounds like it.
Did it I would say close to 10 years ago?
Oh, good. More than 10 years, probably.
Yeah. Fuck, we're old.
What are we? More than 10 years ago. It was closer to like 2010, 2011-ish. Somewhere around.
It's been a minute.
I love Tooth Fairy.
Who am I friends with? What did I miss? Maybe you're his friend. Huh? Did I miss something?
Hell represents evil or bad, not demons. No, I never said it represented demons, but the association with demons. So, but hell, why do you believe hell represents evil? Do you believe it? Do you believe there's a hell? Do you believe there's a hell? Do you? I mean, what are your thoughts on heaven and hell, James?
It's, well, not being over there right now, I can't really tell. If there is an over there, it's not out of the realm of possibility that there could be something. But it's kind of like here we have our free roaming open space, and then we have prisons to deal with the ones that just want to cause harm. But if it's any kind of parallel like that, I mean, you can probably guarantee you don't have all of them just hanging out in one spot. You'll have them out and about doing stuff, causing problems. So it's kind of hard to say whether or not I believe that I know that there's more to this universe than what we could ever imagine. But most of my theories and whatnot come from near-death experience and out-of-body experience accounts. Because if you're going to study something like that, may as well go to the people who may or may not have been there. And a lot of them say that, yeah, there's dark places and there's light places, but they don't really call it hell. Because whenever they see it, it's not really a hell. Yeah, it's a horrible place, but it's not, like being locked up in a dungeon or anything like that. It's just a dark place and a lot of horrible things happening.
Alex, there's a demon in our chat right now, actually.
Terry, welcome.
It's funny how you picked that right out.
Oh, of course.
Hey, Terry, how's it going, man?
He's a long-time demon listener.
Yeah, he's a part of the evil cabal.
Evil cabal. Yeah. Yeah. Membership is limited. We have a spot open.
Very, very, very limited. Very limited.
We have one spot open.
We that's what we should do. We should have an evil cabal shirt.
I think so.
We should have an evil cabal.
I think it's
shirt.
time.
I think
it's
so.
Time.
It's time to have an evil cabal shirt.
Yeah. James, are you familiar with the evil cabal?
I am not.
Okay. Steve, go ahead and tell him the story.
This is a long one. But we'll make it short.
Try to condense it.
Try to condense it. Yeah. So we had that would be cool. Oh, Terry, does that mean Terry's gonna buy an Evil Cabal shirt?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. So anyhow, yeah, we had a guest on by the name of David Ferrant, who is one of the people behind the Highgate vampire
scandal.
No, well, scandal.
Scandal.
Yeah, scandal. I guess of the the
scandal
70s.
in the sense that the bishop, which is the other part of the equation.
Yeah, he wasn't a bishop at the time, but I mean,
Right.
he later became a bishop. Manchester, Sean Manchester. Every time we say his name, he pops up. So you never know, he might pop up. He quite literally cyber stalked us. He didn't like. He did not like how we, we felt that David's explanation of what the Highgate vampire might have been was a more legitimate, sort of a sensible explanation than
Over
Sean Manchester's.
Yeah, over
'Cause,
Sean Manchester's.
the bogus bishop, as we call him,
Mm-hmm.
he believed that the vampire. He believed it was like like literally
legitimate vampire.
legitimate like Hammer horror vampire.
And he even claimed to have staked one.
He claimed he went into a vault, a crypt, and literally staked the head vampire. Is that, I don't know about you, but that to me is desecration.
Yes.
Did he have some mushrooms or drop something in his eye before he went in there and did this?
Dude, look into Sean Manchester. I'm not kidding you.
Does he have a book?
He's got several
couple.
books.
Yeah.
He's got several books.
Always a book.
Yeah, he's got several books on the Highgate Vampire.
So yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
We've invited him on the show several times to get his views out, but he's always declined. He will never come on.
Probably because you're going to ask all the right questions.
Yeah, exactly.
He is a Nazi. He is.
Yeah.
He is.
Bishop Interest is a Nazi. Yeah,
he is. He's been pictured with quite a lot of paraphernalia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's the one
that
who
explains it right there.
Yeah, he's the one who said that we are all part of an evil cabal, right?
Yeah, he called you're a part of David Front's evil cabal.
Yeah.
So it stuck. So we decided to have an evil cabal.
Okay.
And of course, David Front was the head master, the cabal, the head Kabbalist, or whatever you want to call him.
Mm-hmm.
Head Kabbalist. The head Kabbalist.
Wow.
Yeah,
but he literally cyber stalked us. He did this whole write up on me with all this stuff that he had found online about me. And it was hilarious. I wish I could find it.
So he wrote up stuff on stuff that he Googled about you, but never once interviewed you before he wrote this up?
That's right.
Oh yeah. He was going after us. He was threatening us, because of how we were, as he put it, siding with David Ferrand.
Right, his arch enemy.
Yeah, his arch enemy. They had this long-standing feud for years. Did you know? If you look into it, they were actually going to have a fucking duel.
Yeah.
They were going to have a duel in the Highgate Cemetery. Hey, Laura.
That would have been fun.
Yeah.
So long as they live streamed it, I mean,
Well,
sure.
Unfortunately, there was no live streaming.
This was back in the 70s.
Oh, well, yeah.
Right.
Local TV station then.
Yeah, exactly. So David Ferrand, unfortunately, ended up getting arrested.
He was arrested, yeah. And this is how it went down. This is how he became the Highgate vampire hunter. Vampire hunter. He had gone into Highgate with his group, and their approach was Wiccan. They were Wiccan. So what they would do before their investigations, they would always do a circle of prayer. Right? That was so he'd have a stake, put it in the ground with a string, and draw a circle, a protection circle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when they were doing that, the cop showed up, and of course he's holding the stake to put into the ground, right? So they automatically, you're in here trying to hunt vampires.
This was in the 70s.
This is in the 70s. Yeah.
LSD.
Yeah. Terry, hold on. Terry posted. Terry posted the link there if you want to check it out. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So you want a little bit more background on it? There you go.
And the funny thing is, when I went to London in 2019, and we did a tour of Highgate Cemetery, and the tour guide, before we even started the tour, was giving us a brief synopsis of the cemetery and how old it was and all that. And he mentioned, and we even had someone arrested in the 70s for performing a magic ceremony So before we actually started physically walking, I approached him. I go, "You wouldn't be talking about David Ferrant, would you?" And he was shocked that I knew the guy, that I knew the name, right? And he goes, "How do you know him?" I go, "Oh, I have him on the show. I co-host every time. We talk about the Highgate Cemetery all the time." Right? That was hilarious.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah,
and the really sad part about this is, I mean, you got these stories from back then of people doing this kind of stuff, but in reality, we have that kind of stuff happening almost every day, and it's on TikTok or YouTube or Facebook, and it's so diluted now that when you hear a story like that, and you hear from it back then, and it's a big thing because it rarely happened. But today, that kind of stuff goes on all the time, and there's not even any drugs involved.
No, exactly.
Oh, and that's kind of why scientists they won't touch the field, because you have people doing stuff like that all the time. They don't want associated with it, and who could blame them?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, it's really a shame, but unfortunately, that's just the way it goes, right? And I mean, and when you look at this, it's amazing. It's amazing how big this story came. It's amazing how big that really became. It's literally. There's such a huge cult following to both sides, to both sides of the coin here. To David Ferrant, who sadly passed away, and Manchester. I mean, they're literally, even the people that follow these two are at each other's throats. It's amazing the destruction that these guys have caused over the years. And we're talking about very personal. I mean, it got downright dirty.
Yeah, and that's just taking it too far. I mean, it's one thing to have an opinion, but to be that deep into it, that you want to cause physical harm to somebody else over an opinion, that's not rational thinking.
No, absolutely not. I mean, and then you sit there and go, okay, how much of this was really staged? The whole feud, was it real? Is it real? Or did they sit there and go, because I mean, these two were really good friends at one time. Are we going to, hey, we can make a lot of money off this shit. Let's do this. Let's create this rivalry. Right? I'm not saying that that's what happened, but people think that. People have that in their thought process. That it wasn't real. They're just looking to make money.
Well, is it out of the realm of possibility? Because back then it would have been a lot easier.
Yeah. No, Della hasn't been on the show at all. She came on. She came on audio wise when we did a tribute show to Gareth. I think that was the last time, right, Alex? Oh, your audio's gone.
I think you're muted.
I said, yeah, I was. Yes, you're right. She hasn't been on for a while. I haven't even seen her online a lot, to be honest.
I see her from time to time on Facebook, but from time to time, but nothing. She's not.
I barely go on Facebook anymore, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, I'm getting tired.
I'm so fucking done with Facebook.
I use it to message and stuff like that and promote the show, but that's about it. It just, other than that, it's just I'm sick of a lot of social media, period. Yeah. I don't use a lot of it. I mean, it's it's time consuming. It is just, it's very time consuming. So.
And unproductive if you're not using it for marketing.
Yeah, it's very unproductive, man.
But that's where you find all the best theories.
Some of the groups, you go in there, and some of the groups, it's just like, oh wow.
Oh yeah,
it's almost as good as YouTube.
YouTube's getting as bad as Facebook. It really is.
Well, I think the problem is when they start, limiting to what what you can do on YouTube. It's enough's enough. Come on.
Yeah.
IA-tube, you mean? Yeah, exactly. I hunt and trap souls, I hunt and trap souls and torso. Hey Terry, November 15th. November 15th, we're looking to have a gathering for Nocturnal Frequency Radio. So if you're interested, like I said, I'm going to finalize the details this week on where and what time. So I will let everybody know.
Let's make it a good restaurant.
Yeah, well, something that we, get half decent sized people in there. Half decent sized people in there.
Yeah, half. I know what you mean, but yes, that's funny. We should go to Taco Bell, and then we can have. Yeah, see, there you go.
Quite possibly Taco Bell. Yeah, quite possibly we can have the Evil Cabal shirts in place by then.
Yeah. I'll auction them.
Bring in some wooden stakes with you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Some handmade wooden stakes. Michael, are you still listening? Can you make some handmade? Okay, we're gonna take a short break here. When we come back, more of the dark discussions, and of course, maybe Justin. I don't know if Justin might be in there.
I don't think he's gonna make it.
Is that what he said?
Oh, if he hasn't come on yet.
Yeah. Well, you never know. He's always late.
Yeah, not this late.
Sure he is. Okay, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks. You're watching Nocturnal Frequency Radio. We'll be right back.
I'm Richard Palmisano, the founder of the Searcher Group. It's a paranormal company, the oldest in Canada. I founded in 1979, which not only makes me old, but makes me doing paranormal research and field work for just under 45 years now. I am also an author, researcher, and lecturer on the paranormal. I've written 6 books now. And I really enjoy coming on with Steve and Alex on Nocturnal Frequency Radio, as well as listening to the shows, because there's a lot of interesting guests there. I like it, looking at this stuff, because it opens your mind to other options and other alternative thoughts. There's always time to learn new things. So I hope you join us and come and see Nocturnal Frequency Radio. Thank you.
So let me ask you, what makes for good radio?
My 5 favorite songs all day long.
Play it again.
No.
As many commercials as physically possible.
What? No, why would that be good?
Great music, great talk shows, no commercials!
Precisely. New Visions Radio gives you no commercials, no nonsense, just the best new music and the best talk all day long, 24/7, 365. NewVisionsRadio.com.
Hey guys, Kristen here, host of the Paranormal Girl podcast, a bingeable exploration and deep dive education about the paranormal for the skeptical believer. Some of my past season topics have included shadow people, Mandela effect, demons, and UFOs. Currently, I am tackling Bigfoot. I have been sharing this journey with my audience since early 2021, and I have learned a lot these last few years. It's truly a mysterious world out there beyond our perceptions, and reality is just not what it seems. I have also, since the start, met some awesome folks like Alex and Steve, and I've really enjoyed watching and learning from them and also joining them on their show. Their guests are always outstanding, their listeners are just the coolest, and these hosts are some of my favorite people. I recommend their show to anyone looking for an intelligent and fun conversation about the paranormal amongst friends. So join me on my investigation, join Steve and Alex on theirs, and enjoy. Now back to the show. You are watching Nocturnal Frequency Radio.
And welcome back. Thank you for tuning in to Nocturnal Frequency Radio, or watching us here on YouTube. Well, it's only YouTube tonight. We made the very hard decision. Very, very hard decision. We are ending our 10 years on New Visions Radio. We've decided to take the next step and go full force with YouTube. Multimedia, because we were finding it very unfair to sort of to the listeners that because we were becoming more and more visual in our approach, that it wasn't fair to the people who were listening because they couldn't see everything. So
especially when we did screen shares, or we did I guess. Obviously, guess doesn't really matter because we had guests before, but more like the screenshots, or if someone submitted pictures to us to show while we did the interviews, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that. No pun intended.
Yeah.
But like I told Ray, who's the owner of New Visions Radio, we owe them a lot, and we'll continue to promote New Visions Radio. In fact, if you guys are looking for a radio based audience, I would highly suggest you get in contact with Ray, because I know Ray's always looking for people to add to the station. So very, very it was a great run. It was a great run. We really enjoyed it.
Longest run, yeah.
Yeah.
How long were you on there?
10 years.
10 years.
10 years. Yeah, 10 years. So from 2015 to now.
You didn't even get a fucking cake, man.
I know, eh? Holy fuck.
What the hell, man? Get a hold of Ray. Tell him to send us a fucking cake.
Maybe Ray's listening. You never know, right?
There you go. Ray, if you're listening, just send us a cake.
But yeah, he's going to. He's nice enough. He's going to continue to play our archives. He's got a shitload of archives, 10 years worth of archives that he says, he's going to continue to play. And I'm like, I'm yeah, by all means, Ray.
Nice.
We'd love it if you did. That'd be great. But yeah. So now we're going to go full force with this.
Our next episode is going to be us doing it in the nude. with nipple clamps.
Definitely going to be scaring everyone off.
Yeah. The ball gag, nipple clamps, the whole thing.
Yeah. Wait a sec. I didn't make this 18 plus.
Oh well. They're gonna find it. They're gonna find out about it sooner or later. Why delay the inevitable?
Patent TV live never used. Yeah, I you know what? The thing that we're leaving behind with New Visions is the audience, and that's the hardest part, because I mean, we were clocking in anywhere from 100,000 to 150,000 live listeners every Sunday night.
Oh wow!
So I mean that's the hardest part of doing that. But I mean, there have been some people who have, ventured over, like, for instance, Terry, who's in chat. Terry's been with, a support of the show for even before the New Visions days, since the live stream days, really. So, I mean, it's a new adventure. It's a different adventure for us. And, it's, we look forward to it. We look forward to growing and just adding, bringing a whole different dimension to the show. Because I mean, people out there know. I mean, when you talk about a topic, there are several times when it becomes so redundant, right? So redundant, and it's like you kind of get tired of it. I mean, I know Alex and myself, the way we look at the paranormal, it's very much, it's changed quite a lot.
Yeah.
It's changed quite a lot. And I think, in due part to all the crap that's out there right now, it makes it increasingly harder to want to talk about it. Because you can sit here and complain so much about the same thing over and over and over again, and then it's just like,
Well, it comes down, because we don't know, we can't prove, we have no way of actually pinpointing something and saying, yes, it is this.
Yeah.
You start to hypothesize, and you can only do it so much and bring in so many different topics before you just run into a brick wall, and at the end you're still like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of people get. I mean, they run out of ideas and run out of ways to test it. And, we can't get government funding to do this. So how are we going to test it?
Exactly.
We're going to have to blackmail some billionaires.
Okay. There you go. I mean, walk into the Large Hadron Collider and says, okay, I want to see if you have a ghost in there.
Yeah.
Flip that switch.
Yeah.
It's just
and when
play with these shiny
that switch is flicked, you find out you're the first ghost.
Fuck.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, Terry did. Oh, Terry.
Yeah, he posted he found the article
he found
about
it.
you. Yes.
Yeah, that's hilarious. It's a good read. It's a good read, folks. And all this stuff he found online. All this stuff. You know, all that stuff he found online. So, yeah.
So let me share this. I gotta share this.
Go for it.
The fuck? I keep forgetting what the fucking share button is.
Oh, Helena, good night. Thank you for popping in.
Well, that's a lot to read on there.
Oh yeah, he went full force. Like I said, he was a professional cyber stalker.
Wow.
And yet, he's a part of the old Catholic Church.
That's Bishop Sean Manchester.
Yep.
Now, with sideburns like that, you know he's on something.
Mm-hmm. And remember, he believes in real vampires.
That's right.
He staked one.
Yeah, that's the guy that I would avoid completely in Walmart. Just, you know, walk all the way around different departments to avoid him.
Oh yeah, that's the one thing I love is looking at those memes, the Wall Martians.
The Wall Martians, yeah.
They fucking crack me up.
But yeah, it's yeah, it's hilarious. It just it just because you know we took the stance that you know we felt more gravitated to what David was saying about the situation rather than Sean.
Well, we felt gravitated to that because at least David came on the fucking show and explained it. Sean never came on.
Exactly, but even when Sean did come on, you know, you would have got a lot of the bullshit coming out, guaranteed, right? I mean, there would have been a lot of stuff that he would have said that we already know that we wouldn't agree with. I mean, it's not that we agreed with everything that David said either, but I mean, it was more to me. It made more sense than what
out
Manchester
of the two, it was slightly more believable.
Yeah. Slightly, exactly, slightly more believable.
And you know, I mean, and even he said, you know, it's like, you know, it's not like he outright stated that it was a you know, ghost or whatever, a demon, or that was at the gates there that people saw.
Yeah.
But he goes, that's a more likely scenario than a real life blood sucking vampires which don't physically exist.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. James, what are your thoughts about vampires? I don't think we asked you. What are your thoughts? I mean, what do you believe and what don't you believe about vampires?
They have their roots somewhere, but as far as actual beings that go around and live off people's blood, maybe originally they were tax collectors, but outside of that, no, I don't believe that there were actual vampires, and I don't believe there are now. I would sooner believe in werewolves, and the reason for that is because there is actual accounts of the dog-headed man, the cynocephali. But no vampires. Not for me anyway.
And that makes sense. I mean, other than, you know, you have your actual vampire society. I mean, people who do believe that they need blood to survive. I mean, there are people psychologically out there that believe that, Alex.
Like the Breathians?
Yeah, like, I mean, believe that they
I
need
forgot what they're
human
called.
blood.
The label is, yeah, but there are actual people who actually drink human blood. Well,
yeah,
human blood if it's willingly donated by a donor, a willing donor, whatever. But they actually do drink in it, and in their mind, it makes them feel better, stronger, or whatever you want to do.
It gives them an iron boost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Oh, the iron. I love the iron. Nom, nom.
Yeah. Hemoglobin.
Chew on a fucking I-beam.
Yeah.
There you
Sorry,
go.
that's steel,
Rust.
not iron.
It still comes from iron. Close enough.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Close enough, yeah.
You have people, you have people who go even further that will like modify their bodies to look like vampires.
Mm-hmm.
You
They'll
know,
wear these
the
dentures
mouths.
that actually have needles.
Yes.
Yeah.
That actually have straws in it. I've seen that advertised.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
It's incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah,
You know?
I just don't buy into the whole thing though. It's no Loch Ness, maybe Bigfoot, sure, why not? No vampires.
So
That's where I draw the line.
Yeah. you would
When it comes to sucking, I'm out.
Yeah. You'd sooner believe that there is the existence of Bigfoot rather than vampires.
Yes,
Yeah.
I absolutely would.
For the simple
Not
fact
us.
that we're still discovering new creatures to this day.
Well, yeah.
Bingo. And it's we have some creatures out there on land that we're finding every day, or not every day, but at least once a week. If you keep track of these journals, they discover a new species of this or a new species of that. Bigfoot, you would think that at least we would have something more if there's that many out there that we would be able to find it. So I'm on the fence about Bigfoot. Is it possible? Yeah, I think it may be possible.
Yep. I agree.
How about puck wedgies?
Pugwidgies? No. No. No, I had to think about that one for a second.
Kind of like Terry's crotch gnomes.
Crotch nose.
I'm not even going to ask.
You don't need to. Terry won't divulge his information. He just
They infest the crotch when you don't shower too often.
Credit River creatures. There you go.
Yeah. That's a local thing.
Well, Credit River. No, I would honestly equate it to I honestly think it might be something to do with the Dogman phenomena.
There was a few different, and I can't. Sorry, my memory doesn't work. So trying to remember, but there was more than one account.
Join the club, James.
Yeah.
Just go ahead. Sorry.
You can't see it in this camera. The other camera died. I don't know what happened with this. I hate this one because of the washout, but
yeah,
got a lot of gray going on here. And the more gray happens here, the less memory happens here. But there have been more than one accounts of dog-headed man in history. And then you have the werewolf. So I think that maybe not today, but at one time there might have been.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and that could be like with the Bigfoot. I mean, they could have been more in one area than another. And maybe Bigfoot was what they were calling dog-headed man. Because how would you describe it?
Exactly. How would you describe it? Yeah,
I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, well, no, it makes sense, but it's I had an experience.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it is in fact what it is, but all things kind of dictate what my experience was simply just unexplainable. It makes no sense. What I experienced, it just, what looked like a canine creature,
Mm-hmm.
Standing on its hind legs for as long as it did, give or take, close to 10 minutes.
Did the hind legs look like dog legs, or
No? That's what I mean. It was the weirdest thing. It was the
so it
weirdest
wasn't
thing.
wasn't fully a dog.
It was tough to say what it was. Like I said, what I was looking at, just it didn't compute. And I mean, when you see creatures, when you see animals, they compute. You know what they are.
Yeah.
What I saw, I'm like, okay, what the fuck am I looking at here? At first it was like, oh, okay, whatever. It's just an animal, in defensive mode or something, and blah blah blah. And then okay, you got this standoff going on, and the longer the standoff going, the longer the more you're thinking, okay, what animal can do this? What animal in this area can do this?
Yeah, and that, and here's a question, because I'm not really this really isn't my field, but where do you draw the line between cryptids and creepypastas?
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, and that's the problem again with the net. I mean, it's easy enough to tell somebody you had this experience with something. It's like ghost hunting.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I got evidence. Oh, fuck, I got evidence. Wait till you see this. Right? And when you watch the evidence, you go, that's not fucking evidence. You can explain what that is. And it's like this. It's like people will claim that they have these, encounters or something, but that encounter is with, a normal animal that maybe it's mangy, or it's sick. It's, for some odd reason, it's not in the right environment that it's supposed to be in. You never know. Orb lives matter.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I mean,
orbs is a whole nother thing.
I don't even bother with that shit anymore.
It depends. I have seen some orbs, like firsthand. Actual little balls of light that just
visually
move.
Yeah. Visually, it's a totally different ball game.
Yeah.
But when we're talking about, photo or visual, like video.
What you get on here?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Unless it's that little ball of light that just moves. But I seen it in a house that I was growing up in, and I've been to the Ghost Road of East Texas, also known as the Bragg Road or the Saratoga Lights. It has a few different names. And I have seen it firsthand. So orbs are there. Yep. They do seem to interact, but it is such a rare thing. I mean, I'm about to be 45, and I've seen 2 in my entire life. So they're very, very rare. Oh, and it's just like true life paranormal events. They're just so few and far between. You're not going to have equipment ready 24/7 to catch this stuff.
No. And that's the thing. But at the same time, with certain phenomena, and you think with the amount of people that have cameras, we'd get a lot more legitimate sort of footage. I don't want to say evidence, but footage.
Something. And just audio visual, you're not. And especially today, the problem with today is editing videos is so easy. You can literally tell an AI what you want, and it does it, and anybody can. So, oh yeah, hey, I've got evidence. But even 10 years ago, before all of that, people were still calling everything fake.
Yeah.
So even if you do have something that could be evidence, nobody wants to look at it, and especially scientists don't want to look at it.
No.
And no, it's just gotten. We've got to change the way we do it. We can't keep doing it the way that we've been doing it.
No.
We have to forget everything that we've learned, or we think we've learned, and just start all over completely. And that's why I go with the whole physics thing. Is I think the secret could be hidden in physics somewhere. I mean, it could be staring us right in the face the whole time, and we're completely missing it.
Yep, I agree with that.
If they were to come to you, James, and say, what would you do to restructure this this whole field, if you will, to say, look at, okay, I want some results. I want some results. I want this to be a legitimate sort of field that garners results, that brings results, like actual evidence. What would you do? How would you restructure it? What sort of direction would you take it in?
First, I would get rid of all assumptions, all the misconceptions, and I mean stuff like people thinking that a DR60 is, because it's noisier, you're getting more voices. Well, no, it's in doubt. If any of the stuff that you have can bring doubt and you don't have solid numbers in front of you, throw it out. Dead bells, throw them out. No, cat balls, throw them out. Forget it. I'll grab something here.
He's going to get some cat balls out.
We need to bring more equipment like oscilloscopes. Okay. This right here, if I can get it out of the package. Come on. Network analyzers. Things that are going to bring you numbers and actual true life data about what's going on around you. Because if you can eliminate it and say, okay, well, that's a normal occurrence.
Yeah.
Well, it's not paranormal. You know, and paranormal, the word para is basically means it's like something like paramilitary. It's like military, but it's not actual military. Paranormal is kind of normal, but it's not exactly normal. In my opinion, things that are paranormal are actually normal. We're just calling it paranormal because we don't have a better word for it.
Yeah.
But I would definitely go with stuff that is going to bring us more data. Testing it with a scientific method, see if you can repeat it.
Yeah.
And just don't assume. I mean, you got people out there that are doing stuff like this. So like, if there's anybody here, let me know. Your name is Chuck? I mean, don't assume. And that's the problem, is everybody just assumes. I feel nervous, so it has to be a demon. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's pretty much what I would have changed. We got to change the way we think about it, the way we're approaching it, and certainly the way we're buying things. I mean, people pay $300 for a dead bell and almost $2,000 for a DR60, when it's just a very poorly made, low quality, horrible device. And it really is. It's the worst thing you could ever use. And here's a great analogy for this, and then I'll shut up for a second. If somebody came to your house and stole something, but you had a video camera there, and you wanted to get that item back, it's valuable to you. You want it, so you want to pull up that video camera. Would you install a video camera that had like 320p resolution, only 2 colors, no gray, no audio, and the image was flipped backwards and had a lot of snow in it? Would you install something like that? No, you would want something that had the clearest, most detail that you could possibly get. You'd want 4K, 8K maybe. You know, you'd want it to be able to really dig in, read the license plates, or read the lines on their face.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to find out what is in an audible recording here, why would you get something that is notoriously horrible for that?
Yeah.
I mean, get something good. I mean, my best recorder is a Tascam Tascam recorders, a Zoom recorder, the H1, something like that. It's something that you can get true audio from and actually dig into it and see what was in the audio file. Because there's a lot of times when you're going through like an EVP with the DR60, you can't pick out details like you can't hear the reverb. I mean, it doesn't have reverb, because if it is, then the sound was in the room with everybody else, because it's going to have the same echo. So it had a source.
Yeah.
But why wouldn't anybody hear it? Well, you can look at the waveform on it and the spectrogram on there and actually see, if the voice had multiple frequencies to it, like if you look at your voice on a like Audacity or something, look at the spectrogram, you can see you have multiple bands, multiple frequency bands in your voice. Well, you could look at that on the EVP and see, okay, did this thing have vocal cords? Is it electronic noise? What is it?
Yeah.
You can't do that with a DR60 recording. So we have to change the way we do this stuff. It's ridiculous.
I don't know why that thing ever became so damn popular.
Because pareidolia.
Well, yeah, I mean, sure. But I mean, in the beginning, it's been around for a long time, and I never used it. I never bothered with it. It just, and people just like, what were they paying, like 20,000 or 2,000? What was the price? It went up to what, 2,000? People were paying $2,000 for this thing.
Yeah, right about that. I mean, you could actually go and get a good running car for the price of a DR60. And I have a Fly.
I was going to say, it looked like somebody with a laser pointer.
No, a little Fly gun. The heck did that come from?
But it's like a lot of tools that people employ in the paranormal over the years. I mean, doing this for 30 odd fucking years, I've seen so many fucking tools and sit there and go, why? It just, like, how can you validate? The way you're using these tools isn't right anyways. You're looking for a ghost. They're not made to look for a ghost.
No.
They're not made, for ghost hunting.
Well, I mean, even looking at things that that even have that are even built for ghost hunting, like a REM pod.
Yeah.
It's a toy theremin. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Now, quality theremins, they're designed with filters and everything else, so you don't get a lot of interference. But a toy theremin, it's not a calibrated device.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you any numbers. It literally has blinking lights on it. What is that telling you? I mean, well, something gets near it and it goes off. Okay, well, what's the threshold? How many Teslas does it pick up from how far away? I mean, what is it doing?
Mm-hmm.
So you cannot say, oh, a ghost made it go off. You don't know what the hell made it go off.
See, it's like a lot, the whole discrepancies with, back in the day, the Radio Shack hack and the Frank's box and the Ghost box, the original boxes that, people were sitting on the fence and going, oh yeah, these things are amazing. They pick up everything. And what? Seriously? Come on.
Yeah, I could sit here and make toys like that all day. Just little devices that pick up on anything, and as soon as it goes off, makes a sound, rings a bell, whatever.
I don't know how many times we used to have this, this lady on who swore by the ghost box. She swore by a ghost box. She swore. She did some really hardcore investigations or research. She put research. And a lot of the evidence that she was, bringing forth was from the ghost box. and you'd sit there and pick it apart,
Mm-hmm.
and I think what was more entertaining was her flying off the handle about it. There you go. You can handle criticism, but let me tell you,
Yeah.
if you're in the paranormal field, you need to have a thick skin.
Mm-hmm.
You need to accept criticism.
Yeah.
Right? If you aren't willing to accept these aspects, then get the fuck out.
Yeah. If you're going to make a claim.
Sorry, Alex, what's that?
If you go public with the product,
yes.
with whatever
Yeah.
findings, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that goes along with what I was. If you're making a claim, somebody's going to challenge it. And you got to be able to, if they challenge it and your claim can't stand up on its own, rethink your claim because something's wrong with it. And that's fine to have somebody come along and, okay, well, did you check this or that? No, I didn't. Hold on. Let me check that. I'll get back with you. That's the way you handle it. Challenge it yourself if you have to.
All I get on my ghost box is taxi cabs and ham radio.
Some of them are scary by themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, each to their own. Like fine, you want to be, you want to, your work is centered around, a piece of equipment that you believe is collecting evidence. Look, that's fine. That's your prerogative. And I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. Because I mean, yeah, I know. But when you look at, you go into some of these Facebook groups, and the photos that they put up, and they'll ask, generalize, and say, guys, what do you think of this photo? Like, it's strange, and it could say double exposure, prime example, double exposure. And you always have those folks that will go, yeah, you really caught something there. I see the ghost of a woman. Yeah, no. And, and all it takes is for that first person to say something, and then others start adding to the story.
Mm-hmm.
And this is how a lot of these legends and myths start. Right? Mm-hmm. All it takes is one person to say one thing, and then it grows. But then when that one person that has, a brain goes, no, you have a simple example of double exposure. Mm-hmm. They ban you. They ban your ass because you're looking to argue or disrupt, and you're being violent.
Yeah,
they'll use anything in the book to ban your ass. No,
I've just gotten banned from a lot of Facebook groups.
Not as bad as Gord.
Yeah. I've told you about the last time I tried to talk on one of those groups.
Yeah.
The dude that showed the picture of his daughter, and there was no shadow back there. It was her hair because she had a perm hair. Everything was just curly and everywhere. And yeah, whenever I pointed out, no, that's just her hair. I mean, all I had to do was change the color to sepia, and you can clearly see it. It was obvious. Yeah, no, the guy jumped down my throat with about a post that long on the screen. Yeah, those groups are useless.
Yep.
Ooh, that's interesting, Terry. I'm gonna have to look into that.
I've seen that program before.
Yeah.
The only problem is I run Linux. I'm not on Windows. But see, what is another program here that I use? Let me. It's
And again, there's always a debate about, evidence, right?
Mm-hmm.
It works well under wine. Evidence, when should you call something evidence? Right? I mean, you have that debate. I mean, I hate using the word evidence until I'm absolutely certain that, it's not explainable. Right? I mean, you get it peer reviewed, you get people to look at it, you get people to criticize it, whatever. I don't give a shit. You tell me what you think. If I can't figure it out, you guys help me out. You guys tell me what you think, your thoughts. People,
Yeah.
People who might be professionals in a certain, like, say, audio, in the audio industry, or visual, video, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. You look at these guys and say, hey, look at this anomaly. Tell me what you think about it. Tell me your thoughts. Is this an anomaly that's explainable within your field, your terminology? Is there a term for this particular anomaly? You tell me. And 9 out of 10 times there is terminology. There's an explanation for something. And a lot of people are too fucking lazy to look into it. It's too easy to accept what you've captured as being evidence of something paranormal. Right?
Yeah, I mean and that's what Kenny Biddle is a great example.
Yeah.
Okay, and everybody here has heard that name. But that's what he'll do when he's investigating a claim is, okay, well, we have this happening. Well, let's reach out to this person that knows what they're talking about on that. And, all right, what's your opinion? Okay, and he might even get a second opinion from someone.
Yeah.
But he's been known to actually track down the maker of an integrated circuit chip to talk to them about, okay, what could cause this to happen? And that's the way to go. That is investigating. That's paranormal investigating.
Yep.
Going out there with the spirit box and blindfolding yourself is not investigating.
But it's so much fun.
So much fun.
It's hunting, and it is fun. I have nothing against somebody going and ghost hunting, but don't call it investigating. Call it what it is. You're ghost hunting, and who knows? Maybe you will be the one that makes contact. But
it's
everybody
always the weird ones. It's always the weird ones.
He
attracts
the weird ones. He does.
Yeah.
But I mean,
take your wooden stake out there.
Yeah. Like I'll I've had a lot of weird shit happen here in this studio, in this house. I've had a lot of weird stuff. It's a fairly new home. It's only 20 odd years, right? It's not an old home, but I've had a lot of things that have happened here that I can't explain, right? That I can't explain. It doesn't make sense. It's out of the norm, right?
Yeah.
To give you an idea, like I have this old war chest. This old black war chest here that I bought it at an antique market a few years ago. And I was putting DVDs in it, right? And for storage. And one day I came home, the box is open, and the DVDs that were in that particular box were piled nice and neatly on my studio desk here. So I go to my wife. I go, well, why'd you take them out of the box? She's like, I never did that. I'm like, okay, well, what the fuck, man? Like, how the hell did they get out of the box and they're piled nicely? Okay, and there's nobody else. There's nobody else in this house. Nobody. Unless somebody broke into my fucking house and did this, it's like, how do you explain that?
And that, yeah, I mean, Occam's razor would tell you that a human did it. Yeah, no, something like that. That's weird. And I've had occurrences too, but I don't talk about a lot of the stuff that I've had occur because I've got nothing to hand anybody to say, hey, this actually happened.
Yeah.
It's like probably about 8 years ago, I would say. I lived in another house out here on the same property. It's family property.
Yeah.
And I was working HVAC at the time. Another horrible day. Way too hot. I mean, that's not a job for just anybody. But I got home. It's dark. I'm wore out. I had this huge garden tub in this house.
Yeah.
So I filled it up, turned out all the lights, put music on, and I'm just trying to enjoy myself and unwind for the day. And all of a sudden, the sink turns on. And I just kind of roll my head over and look. And I was like, okay, well, nobody's come in here. Nobody's come over to say hi or nothing. So there's not a person standing there. I got angry. I got up. And it was both the hot and the cold. They both were turned on.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it wasn't just a little bit. It was like full quarter turns. No, but stuff like that. I mean, how do you explain that away? So I know paranormal events occur.
Yeah.
But they're incredibly rare. You're not going to catch them.
No. And that's the thing. They're extremely rare. Like, I mean, true events, things that are just completely out of the ordinary, like completely unexplainable. I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, it's like, is it just at this particular point in time we can't explain it? Is it a glitch in time? I mean, we really just don't know. Like, I mean, to us, time is linear, right? For the most part, right?
It goes in one direction. We'll put it that way.
It is linear, but does it mean that we may not notice that maybe there are glitches, that there are moments that are probably above our sort of current understanding that we are experiencing, but it happens so fast that we can't explain it.
It's very possible. Time and space are of the same fabric. And of course, we're going back to Einstein teachings here. And the faster you travel through one, the slower you travel in the other. So if you're traveling fast through space, you're traveling slower through time.
Yeah.
If you could ever reverse that, then you could actually effectively, theoretically, time travel.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as things happening in time, that's why I was doing this. Kinda, yeah, linear, but it's like space. It can be bent. It can be
warped. Oh, absolutely.
And
but that's what I mean by us. Like, the normal person would live, their time, their life is linear,
mm-hmm.
right? You get old and things happen.
Causality.
Causality. But that doesn't mean that things can't be bent and your time can be curved and there might be glitches and stuff that you may not notice, but they happen.
Mandela effect.
Yeah, Mandela effect or causality. Yeah. Terry says quantum physics. There's all sorts of things that you could sort of lean on to try to explain this, but the fact is, time loss. I mean, mm-hmm. there is a classic thing right there. Classic people, experience time loss.
All of this is it's theoretical. There are tests done on all this stuff, and they do mm-hmm. find things here and there. But it also suggests one other thing that would not contradict everything as a whole, including mm-hmm. physics and paranormal, is simulation theory. It's not a simulation like on computers, like we think of computers. But it is a type of simulation.
Yeah.
So we could have glitches, we could have things change, we could have beings outside of this reality viewing things and running things, and we would never ever be able to perceive them, because you run your computer, you run a word processor, it's not aware of the cup of coffee on your desk because that's outside the computer.
James, I hate to break this to you, but you see that other bald guy there? The guy that's beside me up top here? Right?
Wait,
you see that bald
there.
guy? Yeah, that guy right there?
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
He's one of the guys behind everything. He likes to pull the strings.
Don't spoil my secrets.
Dance my puppets.
The puppet master, yes.
And it's ironic how you're below me.
Yeah.
Dance, James, dance. Game's over. By the way.
What's that?
Game's over.
They won 6-2.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that it's all a very, very deep rabbit hole.
It is. I mean, there's so much about, and I say this all the time. You know, there is a time. I mean, there are, when we look at, you know, the earth,
mm-hmm.
and when we look at life, when we look at time, when we look at all these things, and we drone on them, and you sit there and you think, man, we really don't know anything about this at all. Nothing. We only know what we've learned, what we've been told, what we've been taught, and what science is telling us, and what this is telling us, and what that's telling us. But you know what? After all that has been digested, there's still a hell of a lot going on that we do not understand. We just don't.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, the way I've always said it is, how was it I always said it? The only thing that we know for sure is that we don't know at all, because we don't even know how much we don't know.
Yeah, and you know, I you look at the oceans. You know, we're so worried about, you know, the universe and space, and yet we have very little knowledge about our oceans.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, there's plenty of places here on Earth that we have never fucking been to. You know,
and may never get to.
I mean, was Antarctica a fucking, at one time, was a thriving continent?
I think so.
I think so too. I mean, we just don't know because of how, you know, the current setup is now. That doesn't mean that's how it was, you know, 1 million years ago or whatever. You know,
it wouldn't surprise me a bit, because if we're sitting here, and let's go out on a limb here, get your tinfoil hat. Let's say this is a simulation, and we're here. We show up every now and then to get an experience that we can't get in the other place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and there's reincarnation right there. Okay, it all ties into it.
Yep.
It would not surprise me a bit that you have different stages, different. What was the name of that one game? Where there's a lot of games like that, where the game just changes over time, and you build these civilizations and these people, and it just
Sims.
Yeah, like a Sims game.
Yeah.
You know, you start at Stone Age and you go on. If this place is kind of like that, then it wouldn't surprise me a bit that this, you know, we've been here for a long, long time, just playing this same simulation, this playing game.
Yeah.
And I think we may have actually been on Mars at one time, because I believe it was habitable.
Yeah, I do believe that there was probably more intelligent civilizations here on Earth than we really know. I really do. And it's only a matter of time, I think, before, something might be discovered. But at the same time, you sit there and go, with what the Earth has been through over its time here, its extinction has been through a lot. And the violent nature that it's gone through too, is it even possible that we will ever find that sort of evidence that there was another intelligent civilization, say, millions of years ago? Who knows?
Well, I think modern archaeology is.
Hey, Shadowcat, thanks for joining us.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I think modern archaeology, they're idiots. I don't think they know what they're talking about. I mean, because look at what they're doing with. And I always get tongue tied on this one. Göbekli Tepe.
Yeah. Look at that. 13,000 years ago.
Yeah, and they've only excavated a very small amount of that. Won't excavate anymore, and they're destroying it with trees. That's not archaeology.
No.
That's pure neglect, if not willful destruction.
Yep.
So, modern archaeology, we're not going to get the answers from them, because they're talking about a bunch of people pushing these giant blocks to build the pyramids. No, I don't think they did that.
It's a screen. It's a smoke screen. It's control. Again, it's a control mechanism, right?
That's what it sounded like.
They want you to believe, but whatever. I don't want to get into the conspiracy or whatever of things, but I mean,
right.
The thing is, a lot of this stuff does make you think that perhaps there might have been because I mean, Tepe was roughly about 13,000 years ago, as they kind of carbon date it to be in. And when you look at Tepe and you look at the structures and you go, how the fuck is it possible that there was a civilization like this during a period when we were thought to have been hunter and gatherers?
Yeah.
Right? After a mini ice age, how the fuck are these structures possible? If they were,
that was that was right around the Younger Dryas era, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, yeah. Well, they say what roughly the last ice age, the mini ice age, was what roughly about 11 to 13,000 years ago, something.
Yeah,
like that.
Right in there around 12,000.
So I mean, how is this possible? It just doesn't make sense.
It's also around the time that the recut structure, the Eye of the Sahara, was said to be populated. And a lot of people believe that was Atlantis.
Well, you got to think too, because I mean, sorry, but we're talking about Tepe, but Tepe is not even as old as the other structure that they just found in Turkey. There's one even older.
I heard something about that.
Yeah,
I hadn't had a chance to read that.
Yeah, I forget the name of the area. I got to look it up again. But they're saying this is carbon dated even older than Tepe. So
yeah, I think we've been on this planet for a lot longer than what any of them is going to admit.
Well, I just think that things are a lot older than what we kind of think they are. And again, it's just a matter of, getting that evidence and sort of, redoing the sort of the timeline. I mean, I think the timeline is, I don't think it's perfected yet. I don't
think we have a way to perfect it.
No, because I mean, what we're finding, it's hard to really gauge it. But I mean, what are you gonna do? Anyways, that's about it. It's it's 11. But James, thanks for coming on, man.
Thank you for having me.
You're always welcome. You know that, and we look forward to having
Appreciate
you
it.
back. We always look forward to having you back, bud.
Well, I whenever I'm not busy.
All right, my friend. Take care.
All right, thank you. Y'all have a good one.
Take care.
Yeah, have a good evening, man.
Good evening.
Later. Unfortunately we the other guests weren't able to make it tonight. But still it was fun. James is a great knowledgeable person, and we always love having him on the show.
Mm-hmm.
More to come, obviously. Episode 7 next Sunday night. I will get the info up there. I've been so behind with Ozzy now. It's just crazy.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah,
plus it's Halloween season, so
dude, yeah, Halloween. I'm off for 2 weeks, so I'm going to definitely check out that fucking abandoned golf course this week. Yes, this week I will be doing it. And until then, guys, thank you again for popping in and joining us this evening. You've been watching Nocturnal Frequency Radio with our panelist James Friday House. Thank you again. Always a blast having him on. And until next Sunday night, guys, take care, be well, and we'll see y'all later. Adios.
Have a good night, everyone.